Here's how you can get $50,000 minimum with a brand new LLC for your business. Guys, today what I'm about to explain, I'll put all the receipts down below. I have 100 plus students within my internal community. We're not only funding every single person, and we have people from bad credit to mid good credit to really, really good credit. And I'll explain here exactly how anybody can go from zero, if you have an LLC, to 50,000 minimum. And right now it's been like probably 3 to 4 days, we are already over $500,000 plus fully funded. I'll put the receipts down below. And this is just for the internal community, and this is only for 2 people, and we have over 100 files being worked on as I'm speaking to you right now. My business partner is on the phone funding people left and right. So I'll explain to you exactly what do you need in order to be able to access business funding through not only a brand new LLC, but I'll even tell you, even better if you can get an LLC that already have age. But what is the basis of getting business funding? The first thing is going to have to be, that's the foundation, is going to have to be your FICO score, right? So if your credit start with 5, let's say you have 540 credit score, and I'm talking about your FICO score. I'm not just talking about any other score. I'm talking about your FICO score on all 3 bureaus. Your FICO score, the best files that can access the best funding. One of the students in 1 hour, we got him over 200,000, 7,500 that we got him, okay? Within just 1 hour. Why? Because his FICO score is 720 plus. Now, we've gotten also funding over $40,000 to people somewhere around like 620, 680 FICO score. Below that, maybe 20, right? So the basis is what? The foundation is obviously your credit. Now, the crazy part, guys, I never talk about anything I haven't yet solved internally for my own business. For those of you that are new in this channel, my name is Mamadou Diallo, full-time real estate investor, now a real estate luxury full-time developer. And one thing that we always need in real estate is capital. We're always looking to solve for capital. How can we access more capital to buy more land, to fix and flip more homes, to buy more rentals? So on private money alone, I have raised over $15 million over time that I've been doing real estate, right? I've started over 6-7 years ago. So this is just on the private money side. But one of the issues that I wanted to solve for my own business is the business funding. And I've worked with big companies before that could only get me $9,000. And now I discovered they were doing it all completely wrong. So I solved the problem within my own internal business first, right? To access business funding. And now I extended that to my own in-house community, tangibly funding students. Now I'm extending it externally, and we're offering that to business owners, real estate investors, you name it. If you need business funding, we got you. So the foundation is absolutely credit. I'll put all receipts. Okay. So we start with your credit. By the way, we have all the services in-house. We'll fix your credit. We'll clean your credit. We'll boost it. Not only that, for the business owners, if you have tax returns, guess what? We can help with that as well. We can help you go back and redo your tax returns properly. Most people do their tax returns absolutely the wrong way. Your tax returns alone can help you access 200,000 plus, whether you have a W-2, whether you're self-employed, whether you have businesses that are bringing income and you're receiving that money through LLCs and you file in taxes. Those tax returns are worth gold to access business capital. So everything starts with your credit. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're at least at 620 plus on the FICO. Again, the files that get the most funding is the ones that have 720 plus. On top of that, now what we're going to do is we're going to have what we call an LLC, a limited liability. So now here is either you have a new LLC, right? If you have a new LLC, the banks we've discovered they don't like new LLCs like a newborn baby. So new LLCs typically they only give them small funding. Like now, small $50,000 is not really that small. It all depends on the venture that you're trying to go into. If you're trying to go into real estate, for example, because I'm in real estate, I'm a little bit biased on that side, so I'm gonna stick to real estate examples. If you're trying to go fix and flip a home, on average, I promise you, you need at least $100,000 secured upfront, if not more, before you even go find the property. Then you go find a hard money lender to lend you on the renovation fund, right? But you're gonna need your own capital first, because typically they make you spend your own money first, and then they reimburse you as you go through what we call draws, right? This is a whole nother video for another day. You can check out this kind of videos on this channel. So if it's a new LLC, we can get you all the way to $50,000. Now, depending the venture, what kind of business you're trying to get into, $50,000 might be enough. And by the way, we can get you $50,000 at 0% interest for 12 to 18 months. We just did it. Not only we did it for our own business, but guess what? We did it for my internal community. All the students are getting funded left and right. I have 100 plus students on school. Okay. So 12 to 18 months, 0%. You're not paying interest. Now you can put this money to work and then start paying it every single month just on the principal because there's no interest. And after 12 months, if you at least recoup the principal, you pay back, then you go back to the bank, they'll give you way more money. Okay. So you have the new LLC. Now the people that have 720, the individuals that have 720 plus FICO credit score, right? Here is the play. The play is not the new LLC. Forget about the new LLC. What you need is what we call a age shelf corp. We've already created over 20 of these. Every single week, we create on average 10 for our internal students and clients that we have. What is an age shelf corp? An age shelf corp is essentially an LLC that you buy that already have 2+ years. It already have the years that the banks like to see. Banks hate a new credit score, credit profile, and banks hate new LLCs because it's like a newborn baby. So even on your credit profile, if you come internally, what we'll do is if you don't have age, for example, we're gonna go add age to what we call trade lines and things like that. And then the LLC, if you have W-2 tax returns, right? A W-2, sorry, tax returns, is self-employed, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have the tax returns, what we prefer to do, okay, or you have great income with your 9 to 5, what we prefer to do is get you an LLC that have an average 2 years. We have clients that bought LLCs that have 6 years plus, 5 years plus, right? But you don't want to buy less than 2 years. And what happens, guys, is if you buy an age self corp, what happens is you inherit the age. You inherit the age. This is what you're looking for. So when you go to the banks, instead of going in with a newborn baby, okay, you are going in with an LLC, okay, an LLC that already have age, plus you have your tax returns, okay, plus you have what else? Plus you have your fantastic FICO, 720 plus or 620, depending where you're at, right? And remember, guys, when we're funding people, it's not just one round. When we start funding somebody, the first day we can get you like 3 different funding products. I'll show you guys with the receipts. Down here, you're gonna see like a text message of one of the students saying, hey, I just received $52,000 in my bank account. The other one saying, hey, I just got approved for $162,000. The other one saying, I just got approved for $30,000, right? So all these are different layers of funding. So the first round, we can get you the 0% funding. And then on top of that, we're gonna go, if you have tax returns and then you have the age LLC, we're gonna get you a personal loan as well, okay? We're gonna get you a personal loan on average 50,000 or more. So now you have 2 different products. Then we're gonna go for high limit credit cards. Okay, high limit credit cards. Then we're gonna go get you lines of credit, business lines of credit, BLOC, business lines of credit. By the way, all of this typically is with 1 hard inquiry or at the maximum 2. And guess what? We go back ourselves internally and we clean your credit. We clean your credit after each round. Internally, we clean your credit and then we go for more rounds. How do we approach each individual? Depend on how much you need. So you're going to have to let us know, hey, for me, I'm going into this venture. Like some of my students already own home care businesses. And what they're trying to do is to expand. They're trying to grow their businesses, trying to expand and buy more home cares, buy more material, hire more staff. We have small businesses like braiding salon owners. So they're looking to expand. And then we have what we call real estate developers. I'm a real estate developer now, but we have real estate developers within the community and other clients where they want to secure the 0% funding. Then with that, they're going to go secure the land. Once they secure the land, then they can go to a hard money lender, and the hard money lender will give them what? The construction loan. Okay. This is how people are building, guys. This is how people are building. We've solved this issue internally, guys. We're funding people left and freaking right. So when you come to us, if your credit is not good, guess what? We will When I say expedited credit repair, I mean expedited. We're going to jump on it, expedite it exponentially. So we're going to fix your credit like fast. We're going to fix your credit fast. And based on your goals, we're going to tell you exactly the kind of LLC you need. Should you get a new one or should you get a age corp? It all depends on your goals and the amount of capital you need. So the bigger the capital, the more you want an age LLC, not a new LLC, guys. All right. So this is how we're doing it, guys. Every business, most entrepreneurs, before they start any business, guess what? They first solve an internal problem. I've completely cracked it, guys. One of my number one issues when I was raising private money is when you go to an individual that you know that might have $25,000 on the side, $50,000 on the side. The problem with these individuals is typically, if they're not what we call accredited investors, they don't have a lot of money. So typically, if somebody comes and say, hey, Mamadou, you have a fix and flip, I'll give you $25,000 to put it to work. Typically, I've learned with experience, that's all the money they have. Meaning, if tomorrow they have an emergency, if they get fired, if they get laid off from their job, if they cannot pay the rent, if their kid gets sick, if they want to go to a vacation, if your fix and flip, let's say you told them it's going to take you 6 months, right? You tell him it's going to take you 6 months, but in real estate, delays happen. Let's say delays happen out of your control. Maybe the GC is too slow. Maybe it was raining for 2-3 weeks, so the crew couldn't work. Maybe you have materials that have been delivered late. If you go over these 6 months, these people go into a freaking crazy panic mode. They start harassing you at midnight. They want their money. You know why they want their money? Because they're broke. They cannot pay the rent without that money, and they were counting to get it on these 6 months. They've already spent it before they even gave you the money in their minds. So you took $25,000 and then you told them you're going to give them, I don't know, let's say 12% return on that money. These people, they've already spent this 12%. They already maybe went to the store and took, clothes on a loan, for example. They've already not paid maybe 2 months of rent, or if they've promised somebody, I'm going to take you to Puerto Rico, whatever. So you deal with so much headaches as an entrepreneur trying to go to these people, get 10K here, 25K here. I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I'm absolutely done with this shit. I'm no longer dealing with people that are absolutely broke, because when somebody, typically, ideally when you're investing, if you want to invest in something, let's say you want to invest passively in real estate, the money that you put in as an investor should be excess cash, not money that you need to survive. And I say need, not want, meaning you don't invest money that you need to pay your rent. You don't invest money that you need to pay your car. You don't invest money that you need to pay your phone. You don't invest money that you need if your kid gets sick tomorrow, you need that money. That's not money to invest. Why? Because you don't have excess capital, especially if you don't have a job, right? That you're maybe a 6-figure earner and you've been with that company for a long time and you're such a valuable employee that they're not going to fire you anytime soon. And so in real estate, things happen. And over time, I've dealt with so many headaches with private lenders. Thanks God, I have never ran away with anybody's money, but delays happen. But the headaches you deal with this kind of people, and I started to understand that the issue is the people that I've been getting money from is the mindset. This is the only capital that they have. So I'm like, you know what? F this. I'm going to go to the people. I'm going to go to the institutions that have all the money in the world. They're printing it. Literally, it's the banks. They're printing it. That's why I'm like, you know what? Me and my team, we sat down. We say, fuck this. We're going to pay all the private lenders. And now we're going to focus on business funding, period. Business funding. Chase have all the capital you need. Bank of America have all the capital you need. US Bank have all the capital we need. So we're going to go and get business funding, point blank, period. And we've completely cracked the code. Completely cracked the code on this shit, and I'm bringing it to my community, and I'm bringing it to all the people that have been following me for years on social media, guys. We have everything in house. I'm telling you, from credit repair to tax. My business partner is literally a full-blown tax professional. His name is Some, full-blown, right? And that guy also, he's been suing even the credit bureaus. He's been suing them for years and years. He's been suing them for clients, right? For violations on consumer reports and things like that. So we have everything in house, from credit repair to tax review and helping you file your taxes properly so you can access a lot of capital, because the banks do use tax as collateral to give you business funding. We have the age corps in-house, these LLCs with the age. We have them in-house and we know how to prepare them properly. Not only we help you set up the LLC, we consult you on how to set up the LLC, right? We have consultants in-house, but we help you set it up the proper way, guys, all right? So if you need this kind of services, leave a comment below, guys. I'll put all the receipts here, and for all of you you guys that are new on this channel, make sure you follow me on social media across all platforms. Instagram at Real Estate Diallo. And if you need this, guys, DM me the word or drop it in the comments. Fund Business Fund, and I'll send you guys the website, and you can go in, put all your information, and we'll get you funded. I promise you, if you need cleaning, we'll clean your credit, expedite the process, and we'll get you funded so you can put that money into business and grow your business. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you like, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Boom, boom, boom.